have another favor to ask, if it's not too much trouble. Mom will try her best to put her search for that puzzle box behind her, but I know her. The moment she catches wind of another flimsy lead, she'll be off looking just one more time. She's only going to stop when it's found, or she's dead. Want to? No. Need to? Probably. My mom's been trying to fulfill her filial duty since she buried my grandfather. I'd rather not come by it the same way. I was thinking I'd pay the old Mer a visit at our ancestral tomb. Will you join me? My grandfather should be interred in our family tomb in Othrenus. At least, I think that's what Mom said. She's never taken me to see him. I don't think she's been back there since the day he was buried. She doesn't want to face him empty-handed. Well, I'm not just thinking of finally paying my respects. I can summon his ancestor spirit to the tomb. I'm hoping my grandfather can tell us something about his missing puzzle box that will help put this fetcher fly hunt to rest. Like I said, I don't think she's spoken with him since he died. Mom never talks about my grandfather. I get the impression that they weren't close. He was obsessed with that puzzle box. When it was stolen, getting it back was all he could think about. I don't think Mom gives two swits about the box. She just wants him to acknowledge her. Maybe I can convince him to free her from her duty. Othrenus is in Stone Falls. I can't speak for the condition of the tomb, so we should assume it's dangerous. Tomb's on the eastern side, toward the back. Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. There, that's his shrine. Tomb, whatever. You light the candles, I'll mutter the ancestor summons prayer. This is the family plot. Light the votive candles, would you? I'll begin the incantation. Grandfather, house of my house, blood of my blood, the daughter of your daughter summons you. Come forth and share your wisdom.
Daughter of my daughter? Pah! Strangers both. I have nothing to say to the likes of you. My daughter leaves me to rot for decades, and this is how I'm greeted? Roused from a neglected grave by a stranger who happens to share my blood, and a filthy noir? Is that what Irene has been doing all these years? Raising this whelp in the lap of luxury with that spineless Hilalu boy while I molder in an early grave? Such ingratitude. Then perhaps this child is less a fool and ingrate than my own. No doubt you've been told I died in pursuit of my stolen puzzle box, but that is not the whole story. I was murdered. I came too close to the truth, and I was silenced for it. I was betrayed by one whom I called friend. We whiled away many nights, unlocking the secrets of that dwarven puzzle, but on the cusp of the solution, it vanished from my collection. When I came too close to the truth, my friend killed me. Onimeril was the Mer who wronged me. A guild mage of Volkelgard. A silver-tongued liar who cheated me out of my dearest possession and my life. Return what's mine. Bring me the puzzle box, and Irene's failings will be forgiven. Because she is a disappointment, as she has always been, Swit. A Dunmer with her upbringing should have paid her respects to me 100 times over. Her contempt for tradition is a blight on our house. Fair, Close. We are family. Close has nothing to do with it. She was born and raised to carry on the legacy of our house. It was her duty to bring prestige and prosperity to our name as we have for generations, not run off with some feckless Hlalu. Of course not! She was intended to be betrothed to the Housefather's firstborn, not some 10th-rate house cousin she fetched trinkets for. With a word, she could have elevated our station to the great houses. I ask so little, and she delivers less. It was a singular find, the greatest in my career. A Dwemer puzzle box of such complexity and beauty that it could only truly be appreciated by a great mind. Onimeril understood that. We knew that this device hid answers to mysteries only they knew. Worth killing over, at least. I underestimated Onimeril's ambitions. I didn't think High Elves had the stomach for theft and murder. I should never have shared that box with anyone. It was meant for me and me alone. He was behind me at every turn, studying the puzzle box, commiserating its loss, guiding me in searching for it. He was clever enough to keep my attention focused outward, staying in my blind spot until the very moment he pushed me to my death. Anyone who knew that device's true value would never let it go. He'd never part with it willingly, no matter how much its maddening design might thwart him. My only consolation is my certainty that the puzzle has tormented him ever since he stole it.
What an ass. I can see why Mom wasn't keen to visit all these years. I can't believe she spent so many years trying to please that fetcher. Don't I know? I suppose I should be more grateful to Mom and Dad for letting me be my own person. I had no idea. If my father talked to me that way, I'd have pushed him off a ledge myself. Only so I could shove it up his ashes. This is important to my mother. I'm doing this for her, not that old Swit. Let's head to Volkelgard, see if we can find this Onimeril. I may want to shake his hand. My grandfather said Onimeril was a guild mage from Volkelgard. Maybe we'll find him there, or at least find someone who knows where he is. Nice hole.
Yeah!
There has got to be a better source for your alchemy practice.
timing is impeccable.
Master Onimaril is gone now, and...
Onimaril's departure is no excuse. You two are mages of the guild first. I expect
never
to
have
see you
enough
both
of
in my
that.
office shortly.
Oh dear, this one is in trouble now. Oh, Takano will get in trouble, now that Kalia is keeping an eye on things. Ah, yes, Takano was one of Onimaril's apprentices, before he was kicked out of the guild. It has left this one in a rather precarious predicament. Perhaps we could help one another? Well, you see, as Onimaril's apprentice, this one was afforded certain privileges. His master was not so particular about the rules of the guild, so his banishment was not all that surprising. But his replacement is quite stern, and this one has erred. This one might have turned Onimaril's other apprentice Arlette into a chicken. She has run off, and should his new master discover Takano's error, he is certain to be expelled. If you return poor, befouled Arlette, he will tell you of Onimaril. This one fears Arlette will be tempted by the grains near the Salted Wings Tavern and wind up someone's dinner. Please find her quickly. She had lustrous blue-green feathers. Takano is certain she will stand out, for better or worse. This one certainly hopes to get the opportunity to try, but that will not matter if Arlette is feathered and fried. Takano will read up on transformations while you search. Just please find her. Onimaril's former apprentices are on probation, and his new instructor watches us like a hawk. It is only by some miracle that she did not witness Takano's terrible error. But she will discover it if Arlette does not return soon.
Yeah!
Takano will be here.
I hope this is the right one, or it's going to make for an interesting scene back at the guild. I don't know why anyone would eat chicken when they could have a plump pony gua.
You're back, and you come bearing foul. Oh, yes, that looks to be Arlette. He can see the profound sadness in her eyes. Or judgment, but either is a good sign. Such a relief. This one was shedding most profusely from nerves. Oh, of course, of course. Onimaril was expelled from the guild not long ago, as you know. But he did not call the guild hall his home. He was very secretive and kept to a small wilderness retreat northwest of Skywatch. Takano was never invited to it. Not to speak ill of his former master, but Takano thinks you should know that Onimaril was expelled from the guild for dabbling in forbidden magic. This one never saw it for himself. His master was always kind to him. But if true, be careful. Takano hopes this works.
Takano! I ought to burn your ears for... Did I just cluck?
Much of a retreat, if you ask me. Let's see if Onimerol left anything helpful behind.
Braylon sent you, didn't he? He'll never have it back!
Find anything useful in all that scribble? That's why I use a bank. Looks like trying to solve that puzzle box took its toll on Onimerol. Why were he and my grandfather so enamored with this thing? I get that, but I also get the impression that Onimerol's finding the answers he wants to find. Sometimes a riddle is just a riddle. At least his destination was clear enough. Hopefully the box is still in that dwarven ruin. I don't know. It's not like I've ever laid eyes on the thing. I just don't see how some hunk of dwarven junk can be worth everything these two have sacrificed. If we do find it and I start going crazy, do me a favor and smash the fetching thing.
Oh, Paylith, my daughter, where are you?
nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
Sometimes admire our prey, and secretly applaud when it cheats our slaves.
Maybe we should get some help.
Wretched mortals. Worms.
Looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
Yeah!
Off we go. Don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Yeah!
Nice hole.
Yeah! Yeah!
I hope you're watching. I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't be proud of that. Know how to scrap. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that. Back! There! Something tells me Onimeral's theory didn't pan out. Maybe be gentle with that box. Feeling all right? No all-consuming desire to solve the unknowable mystery? Great, let's get out of here. A nice little present from Beck, eh? To be out of there. Dwarf ruins are too hot and humid for my liking. At least Stonefall's a dry heat. I can't say I understand what all the fuss was about. It's a box. A fancy box, but a box nonetheless. Hard to imagine that this piece of fetching garbage has caused my family so much anguish. I'll be happy to bury it. I'll send word to my mother to meet us in Athrenis. We will deliver it to my family's plot, and hopefully she'll find some closure with my bull netch of a grandfather. My granddad doesn't deserve Mom's devotion, or forgiveness, but if it frees her of her guilt and obligations, she'll be safe and I'll be happy. Come on, let's not tempt fate by lingering with that thing.
Yeah!
Let's ride!
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
It better not be another skeleton.
I can't believe it. Free!
Father,
You finally did your duty. Or rather, your daughter and some Noir did. Success, once removed, is so very like you.
All you've ever cared about was what I could do for you. Well, this is the last favor.
That goes for us, as well.
You've set a poor example for your daughter, always putting your whims before the good of the house.
You can stuff the fetching house. Our family is more than just your legacy. Come on, Mom. We're wasting our breath.
Well, Outlander, at least you understand the value of doing what you're told. Does the House Father heap gratitude upon his vassals for paying tributes left long overdue? I have been wronged. My forgiveness will not come so cheaply. I will not be lectured on the matters of my house by some uppity Noir. Oh, fine. I will be the bigger mayor. Let it not be said that I was never magnanimous.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting. Damn ancestors. If they want to make such a big deal of us paying our respects, they could put more effort into paying them back. Huh. Grudges and curses are done merry traditions dating back to the Anticipations. Just because they're old doesn't make them good. I'm happy to leave all that to rot with Granddad and his stupid gold brick. But it looks like Mom is willing to forgive. She has nothing to regret. She did everything she could. That damn box was the last excuse that could be made for why they were estranged. If they still can't make up after this, Granddad's just a fetching asshole. Either way, she'll be fine. No, we should give her and Granddad some space. They have a lot to catch up on, assuming they don't just start cursing each other out. We've done our part. Let's get back to saving the world. Or whatever. If you keep helping us out like this, Mom's liable to adopt you, for which I apologize ahead of time.
If you want my advice on carrying on our good name, you may come to me again.
Oh, may I? How gracious. I can manage without you, Father, but I may come again to visit.